guys. Alright, so this is the whole mixed media piece that I've been working on. I don't know if you guys can see. Hang on here. Alright, so it's a 16 by 16. I put a layer of gesso on it, and then I used Artist Loft Copper, Artist Loft Unbleached Titanium, and Artist Loft Metallic Cobalt Blue. I also used these two browns, because this is eventually going to go into my living room. This is Cinnamon Brown by LisaWyattArt, and this is Burnt Umber by Apple Barrel. So basically all I did was just lay the paint down, and I just used a brush and created this texture. So my next step is I'm going to use, I also taped the back off. So my next step is I'm going to use some quick coat so that I can work on the second coat in a little bit. Just to lay some clear down, and then I'm going to feather in some Colourarte colors. So I wanted to go over the colors before I mix the quick coat so that it can just be ready to rock. Alright. So for my white, because I have to put white in this somehow because my trim in my living room is white. So for the white, I am using Angel White by Lorez, and I mixed a little bit of the green pearl interference. I've never done that before. We're going to see if it works. See if these two play good. Whoops. Obviously my lid's not on good. See if these two play nice together. This way I can still get the lacing from this with a little bit of interference green in it. That's my hope. And then I'm using the Teal Magnolia from the Colourarte, where am I? Diamond Galaxy line. I'm going to use the Aquamarine from the Rezinarte line. Same company. It's all Colourarte, all Rezinarte. It's the Colourarte Rezinarte Luster Pigments. But this one and this one, the Tiger Eye, is from the Diamond Galaxy line. I'm using the Tiger Eye, which is a bronzy, it's real bronze, coppery, very pretty. Alright. So those are the colors that I'm going to be just feathering in, and not too many colors. Because I'm going to be using a lot of clear because I want this background to show too. I just want to feather in some additional. I like the way that this copper looks, so I'm hoping, I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm just hoping that it turns out good. Because in the end, I am refurbishing one of my cat paintings that I had for my kitty. And I took it out of the frame and I cut it up, and I'm hoping that it works. I freshened up the paint a little bit on her, and hopefully it works. So I'll go ahead and show you my plan. This is my Keisha kitty. And of course, it's not going to be set up exactly like this. But after the first layer of resin, I'm going to put this on, glue it down, figure out what to do with the edges here, and then I'm going to do something with the edges so that it doesn't look so hard. But I took a paintbrush and I touched up all of her colors and stuff because it was super duper dim. This is very old. I think I got this done when I was like 18 years old or something. And it's been hanging in my house ever since. So my cat has since passed, but I had her for 24 years and she was awesome. So I'm just going to try to soup this up a bit. So hopefully that is my plan. But I had to kind of repaint her because it was very, very dull. Alright, so I'm going to pause you guys for a minute and I'm going to mix my colors and I will be right back. Okay. Alright, I just put some clear on it. I'm going to try not to add too much heat because otherwise, I mean, it's already a quick coat, so it will, you add heat, it just speeds the curing process up. I want to get my sides done. The whole board covered first. So I hope my idea works out, and I hope I don't ruin my painting of Keisha. Because I'll be heartbroken. I did take a piece that I had cut because there was a background to that picture. So I did take a piece that I cut off of that. Because back when it was made, that was back when living room colors were very popular, the dusty rose and blue. So the background was dusty rose and blue. So I cut that out, but I did take a piece of that and put it under some resin to make sure that it wasn't going to destroy the painting. So hopefully it won't. Alright, I'm going to change out my gloves. Then I'm going to pop these bubbles. And then we'll add some color. Where's my torch? I pop the bubbles with the torch because I don't want to add too much heat to it, because I just explained why. And I gotta grab a skewer to take out Koja's painting contributions that he likes to add to my paintings. So, did it, yeah. All right. Okay, so it's going to be like this with her head up here. So, gotta move quickly. My stuff's already heating up. So I'm just gonna put some lines of white in here. Of course, I made up too much resin because I really don't have to worry about the inside of it. That's okay, I'll make a coaster or something. Oh, might as well put it in there anyway, just in case the whole thing don't work. Then I have to make it into something else. All right? Just got to make sure that there's white to tie it into my living room. All right. I'm going to heat it up, so let me get my mask on. My dog's going crazy, of course. Every time I record, he wants to go outside. All right. Whoops. All right, I'm gonna put my colors down. Ooh, that's pretty. All right. Now the tiger eye. It will tend to take over, but I think in this piece, I kind of want a little more than normal. Okay. All right, I'm gonna move it around. Okay. Just needed some more white. Don't do that with your heat gun. Why is it not? Doesn't seem like it's putting out very good. I mean, the heat's there, but the... You know what? I'm going to heat it up. Then I'm going to use my blow dryer. Okay, ouch. This is not working. Alright, we'll see if that's warm enough. Alright. I'm getting pissy. This is gonna seize up on me here soon. What is with these blowers? Now you guys see it start smoking. I'm not burning it right now. But quick coat does smoke when it starts to cure. Just want to make sure all the bubbles are out of it. I needed my other attachment on it. See, my heat gun wasn't even taking the bubbles out of it. I don't know what's going on. I probably need a new one, maybe? Alright. It's a fisheye here, but this part's going to be covered, so I'm not really worried about it. Just want to make sure the edges and everything's good. But like I said, this whole thing's going to be sanded down. So, before I put the picture on it. And then a flood coat. So I'm really not super worried about this one. But I am happy with the way that the colors are sitting. Some are sinking, some are floating. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, guys. I'm going to take you in. Open the door. It's my new setup, so I don't really know how to take you in. Let me get you out of the container. Hang on here. Ouch. Oops. What did I do? All right. I'll show you a better close-up once it's cured and I'm starting, which is probably going to be about 30 minutes. So, all right, guys. So I'll see you. Ugh. All right. Sorry about all that. Okay, guys. So, hang on one second. Let me turn this down. Okay. So what I've done since the last time, this all dried real good. This is what the background looks like. So you can still see the first painted background area, see, through it, and that's what I wanted, with just like touches. The teal magnolia and the not the Indian spice, what is it called? Tiger eye. Yeah. That right there is the teal magnolia. This is the tiger eye. This is the aquamarine. There's more down here. The difference between it, see? The regular Rezinarte, aquamarine, and then the diamond galaxy. So that's the background. Then the Lorez white here. So anyway, I have done that. It dried. Then I took a spray adhesive on the back of this because it's canvas. Glued that, and then I went around it with a black Posca pen just to make it look more finished. And I put her whiskers back on this side. Touched up her eye. So right now I was going to lay some of these moon rocks from Colourarte. They are huge mica flakes. See them? And I've separated a bunch of them because they're very thick, so you can, like this right here is probably 6 that I just separated. Oops. So I was going to put them on her like up where her, you know, her fur and stuff is real light. Oh, where did it go? I'm doing horrible camera work right now because I'm holding it with my hand. Ugh. So anyway, where her fur was real light, I was gonna place some of these. But in case I didn't like it after it was placed, because I was gonna glue it onto the canvas, but just in case I did not like it, I think I'm going to hold off on these flakes until tomorrow. I'm going to do just a flood coat over the whole thing. That way, once I lay the flakes down on top of the dried flood coat, and if I don't like it, then I'll be able to get them off, or even if I have to sand them, it'll still be okay, and the canvas won't get ruined, because this is the only canvas I have of her. So I want to protect this first, and then I'll do embellishments and such. So that's where we are right now, guys. So I'm just going to do a flood coat. I'm not going to record that because, well, everybody has already seen. I'm just going to use regular stone coat countertop. I'm not going to use quick coat or anything because, again, the quick coat gets really hot. I don't want to mess this up. And I have sprayed it with a UV protectant so that it doesn't mess up the canvas. But I have a feeling that it is going to make her a whole lot darker. So I might have to deal with that. So then I will, then I'll put her to bed and I will work on her again tomorrow. So thanks, guys, for joining and checking in on me and Keisha Kitty. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hey, guys. So here I am. I put the flood coat on her. And I started putting the, oops, what is this? I started putting the, where are they? The Bling It, come on, focus. Champagne Pearl, it's not focusing. Champagne Pearl Moon Rocks from Colourarte. These are huge mica flakes. And they're pretty thick. So over here, I have taken and used my little razor knife and gotten them, I don't know if you can see, I had to get in between here. Shouldn't be doing this over my piece. They're thick so you can get up underneath them. So that you get thinner micas. So I have already started. I'm not sure I'm liking it yet. As of right now, my husband's not liking it. He loved it before I put these on, but they will be toned down. Right now it just looks like a mutton chop sideburn. But this was, you know, the color of her, so I'm gonna have to redo her whiskers going through it, and then I'm going to start, see, this is her color, which is pretty much the same as them. So I'm just gonna, this is a very, very tedious job because I have to put a little bit of glue on each one. So I'm just going to show you just a few of them because nobody wants to sit here and watch me do all of these mica flakes because it's going to take forever. This one's a little bit thick. I can get another layer out of here. See how they just piece apart? Like all of this here and this came from like 6 of those flakes. So I'm using just a tiny bit of hot glue with these. I was going to use E6000, but the hot glue dries quicker and I just need it to be tacked on just a bit. Just enough to where they're stuck to where when I put resin over them, they're not going to be floating around. So I'm trying, it's kind of like a little puzzle piece here. So I mean, there's just enough glue on the end of my...
You know this melon?
Glue, hang on. Hang on one second. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. My husband was complaining that his cantaloupe wasn't ripe. But I don't know how to pick a cantaloupe because I don't like them. Never have. So that was that. Apparently I didn't cut it right either, so. Oh well. You live and you learn, huh? So yeah, I'm just putting just such a tiny bit of glue here that it didn't even stick. It actually dried before I got to the spot. So just a little bit at a time. After I'm done with this, if this, because it's shiny, I mean, it really is the same color as her fur, but because it's shiny, it's making it look a lot lighter. So I may take a tint, because you can do a tint with some water, and I may go over and darken it up just a bit before I cover it with resin. So yeah, basically that's all I'm doing, guys. I'm just taking these little mica flakes, or I should say huge mica flakes. Look at them. It's crazy how big these are. Some of them are too big for my piece. I mean, I'll be using them in this part, but like I could probably layer that one right there. But yeah, I'm just taking them, putting a tiny bit of glue on them. Like I said, just enough to tack it down so that I can get resin on it. But kind of like a little puzzle piece. See? Can you see it? Where is it? I can't hardly. Oops, I'm just knocking everything over. Let me get it towards you. There you go. See right here? So yeah, I will come back after I have a lot of it done. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the whole thing or if I'm just going to do parts of her. I'm not sure. So that's it for this step, and I'll freshen up her whiskers and stuff with a Posca pen. Probably gonna do, because I did the Posca pen for her whiskers here, and then I covered it with a clear coat, so I'm probably gonna do another layer of whiskers. That way it kind of looks 3D-ish where the different layers are. I might mess with her eye a little bit more to give that a pop. But I will be back when I decide I'm done with the mica flakes, because like I said, you guys don't want to see all that. It's a lot. So let me see if I can bring you a little closer. I might not be able to with the setup I got. It's probably about as close as I can get right now. Oop. So that's what I got so far, guys. So I'll see you back here soon. Hey guys. Okay, I'm back. I did a few changes. I took the mica flakes off of this spot here just because it interfered with her whiskers and it took too much away from like her actual face. So then I put some in this part of her ear and just around where the light spot of her head is, and some down here. So now I'm going to, here, I'm going to try to get you in a little bit closer. Hang on. It's going to shake for a minute. Okay. So I'm going to work on this area here. What I did was I used, I'm going to be playing around with some Blingets from Primary Elements, and this one is the Bling It Gold, and this one is the Bling It Scarab Beetle Satin. I'm going to mix these two. Well, I've got them separate here. What I did was I put a little bit of alcohol 99% alcohol in here, which I think I probably was supposed to use water. You know what? I think I am. Yeah, I think I was supposed to use water. All right. So I'll save these for later because I can reactivate them with alcohol. Let me grab. I don't think I have any more little I have my little cups on order right now, so I'll just use these little lids because I don't need that much. All right. So I'm going to redo this. For some reason, it's telling me water. My head. So I'm just using a very little bit of each. This got kind of like a blue tint to it. But I thought that the color on the edge of these wouldn't work good with it. We will see. We will see. Where's my water? I got a little spray bottle of water, but I don't want to spray it because it'll go everywhere. I think I just put too much. And again, too much. All right. Let me soak some of this water up. This is my first time doing this with water, so. So yeah, it mixes in just as good with water. So you just kind of want to go along the edges here. Actually, I think I want to go around the edges with this Scarab Beetle. Love that name. It's actually the reason I ordered it. And I'm glad I did because it's got blues and greens and all that stuff in it. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm gonna just do like the edges just so that it's not like, I'm just gonna blend it so that her browns and stuff blend in good. And this stuff colors the mica so well and still leaves it super shiny. Super mica-y. So it blends, and like as you put it on, then it kind of sucks it on, you know. So while this is still wet, I'm gonna do it in sections, because while that part's still wet, I'm gonna put this Bling It Gold on it so that the two mix well together. I mean, I guess I probably could have used the alcohol. Maybe it doesn't matter. I just don't know how the alcohol would react with the actual mica flakes. You know, I don't want it to hurt it. This is the first time I've done this or used the primary elements with water to do this. So go back in with the Scarab Beetle. Have y'all ever seen The Mummy? You know them beetles that go all over the wall? Those are scarab beetles. And I'm telling you, this stuff looks exactly like the backs of those things. So, I mean, it is a perfect name for it. See how it like just sucked it up and it went like on the edges? Looks cool. Can you guys still see what I'm doing? But again, I'm not going to make you watch the whole process. I just want to get a little bit of each process down for you so that I don't come back and something major's been done and you go, well, how the hell did that happen? And then I have to explain to you that I'm a magician and all that, and magicians don't tell their secrets, and you know. And a lot of these flakes are still pretty loose. Like I said, I only put them on with just a little bit. I'm not going to go through the whole edge on this side, just a little bit around the corner here. And then a little bit around the corner here. So I didn't finish my thought. I only put a tiny bit of glue on them. Just enough to hold them until my resin. So I did freshen up her whiskers. I freshened up her eyeball. I just kind of like went in the white and just used my finger and dabbed just so that her eye popped. And can you see her eye? Yeah, there she is. So yeah, that's what I am doing right now. Actually, I really like that color. I might end up doing the whole thing. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see how this one goes. I'll just do her ear with you guys, and then I'll stop it and come back, and then you'll see whether I decided to do the whole thing. See, I got a piece of mica flake moving right now. But that's okay, as long as it don't come up, we're good. So I'm just going to kind of blend it in and then leave this part so that it kind of, what's that called? like shading, I guess. This is the Bling It Gold, and a piece just popped up. I'll just fold it in there. Come on, stay where you're going. Probably should have used a little bit more glue, but I really didn't know I was going to be putting water on it, I guess. All right. Did you guys just see what I did? No, you didn't see any of it, did you? Okay, so basically I just shaded in her ear part and then put some Bling It Gold on it. So I'm just going to play around with this a little bit more, and then I will bring you back again. All right, be back soon. Guys, I am back. And as you can see, I went ahead, let me turn her around here. I went ahead and put the Scarab Beetle on it all because I thought that it kind of turned it into like a rose goldish type of thing, and it matched her fur better. So it didn't look like she had like a warrior princess tiara on. So if you can see the color there. So it just changed, I just got resin on my hand. It changed it from like a champagne color. Let me see if you can see it. Like a champagne color to a rose goldish. But you can still see the champagne color in it certain ways. When the light hits it, see? I know you see my ring light, but I want you to see the blinginess. Alright, so right now I am just going to put you down here. I'm just going to do a flood coat on it. And what I did with the resin that I'm going to be using is I put some Bling It Gold Sparkle in the clear resin, just a tad. I'm talking minimal amount because I did not want it to cover up anything. So, oops, wrong hand. No, it's not the wrong hand. So, just a tiny bit so you can see it here. You see it in the, look at, see it in the cup? The light hits it. Yeah, so I'm hoping I didn't put too much in it, but like I said, I only put probably like that itty bitty bit on a popsicle stick. Not even a pinky nail worth. I'm talking one of my pinky nails, not like Kim Kardashian pinky nails. So, I'm going to put this around. I'm going to put it around here first just to make sure it's not going to cover anything up, because if it does, then I'll quickly make some more resin and put like clear on her, and then it would push out, and then the Bling It would just be on the outside. That is my hope anyway. So we will see. So for this coat, I am using Stone Coat Countertop, just their regular one, because I didn't want it to heat up too fast with the mica flakes. Okay, it doesn't look like it's covering up too much, so I think I'll be safe. So I want to be careful around the mica flakes because, like I said, I did not put them on very good. Enough so that hopefully they won't float, but not enough that I just don't want them to be beaten down. So I'm just going to drizzle some on them so it's not going to be super thick on them. All right, let me stir this up again. Just because sometimes this stuff comes to the top. Get the rest of it on there. And then I'll put her to bed. Oh, I was going to drizzle, wasn't I? Ah! Stupid. So much for drizzling. Guess I can still drizzle, right? Just gotta rob Peter to pay Paul. Can you guys see what I'm doing? I'm at the bottom. I can't touch my phone right now. So basically, I'm just spreading the resin out. And I can take my time because the work time on this is quite long. So I just want to cover it without moving these. Probably should have glued them down better so I wouldn't have to worry about it, but the resin will glue them down. I love spreading resin with my hand. For one, I think you get way better coverage because you can feel where you missed, and it's very calming. And there, oops, I just moved one, didn't I? They act a lot like fish scales. If you go the wrong way on them, so I can just kind of pat them. But yeah, I go the wrong way on them and they'll lift them. But once they're covered in my final coat, because I'll be putting another coat on her, I might be putting some rhinestones in her eyeball. I don't know yet. I'll make sure I get all my sides all good. See, with your hand you can feel where you missed, like without even looking. With a stick, you just kind of got to look. This side, it's got a lot more resin on it. It will self-level, but if it's got more than the other side, then I might have more sparkle over there. Okay, I'll look to the... You gotta go and look to the light too. Like kind of look at it sideways. And it will also show you parts that you missed. But my next layer I'll be able to be a little bit rougher with the micas, because they'll be good and down. I got a lot of drips here. I'm going to get rid of one of my gloves because I gotta use my torch. So if you put multiple gloves on, then you don't have to stop and put another pair on. You can just rip one off. I do need a one-handed torch though, because this one I gotta turn the gas on and then turn it on. So eventually I'll get me a one-handed torch. Just turn it and look at it sideways. See what I missed. Looks like I got good coverage. Keep an eye where my torch is while I'm not looking. I'll burn my studio down. I have a couple gifts from Koja. So weird, he's not even allowed in here. But you bring dog hair in on your clothes. I seriously sometimes think I need to do all my flood coats naked. So no. That was little mica flake that was misplaced. Yeah, so if you do your flood coats naked, then you don't have to worry about these, right? Come on. It's like as I'm turning them, I'm collecting more. Sometimes when you put glitter in your resin too. Some of them aren't laying down, so I mean, I don't think this is really glitter, but some of them are standing up. But that's okay. I think I'm good. So there she is so far, my princess. All right, so I'm gonna let her dry overnight. And then I'm gonna decide where I'm gonna put, I think I'm gonna put some rhinestones. Probably decide, maybe put some in her eye. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some more stuff though. I might put some more mica flakes up here. I don't know. We will see, but I'm super happy with how she's turning out so far. And you kind of want to get your resin, I've probably told you guys this before, but just keep an eye on your drips, because as they drip, they'll continue to keep pulling your resin. So if you keep getting your resin off, then it'll stick around a little bit better. I also freshened up her whiskers a little bit more, so they kind of look like some are in the background, because I've done it on like all 3 coats, so like some are in the background, some are in the foreground, foreground. So yeah, so I will leave her be right now, and we will give her one more check here. I'll put her on a flat surface to dry. There's a couple of these flakes that are standing up, but it's okay because it gives it dimension. So that is how she'll be hung, like that. So yeah. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Talk to you later. Be back soon. Guys. Here she is. She's all finished. I might have to turn the flash off, but I just wanted you to see these colors up close and personal. It's the Colourarte colors there. Do you see that shimmer on her? That's from that itty bitty bit. Look, I'll turn it. Itty bit of the Bling It Sparkle that was in that clear coat. Crazy, huh? You've seen how much I put in it. Here's her ear with the mica flakes. See, now you can see it's like a bronzy color now that I put the primary elements and water on it. I still think that looks like a Princess Warrior cap, but I'm kind of digging it now because she was a warrior. Her whiskers all look 3D. I put just one little rhinestone in her eye. And then I put her name down here. Keisha. So there it is, guys. There is my Colourarte creation. Let me do it with the flash off. Hang on. Okay, this is with the flash off. So this way, when the light's not hitting it, you don't see like just sparkle. You can actually see her hairs and her little 3D whiskers. Her rhinestone in her eye. Little hairs that I put back in. Oops. Their name. So I'll step back here. Trying to get it without the light. So there she is. I am absolutely in love with her. I'm sorry the video was so long, but believe me, I shortened it up. This thing took me probably 6 days to do, 5 layers of resin, and a ton of time laying those moon rock mica flakes. And I love her. I love how she turned out. And I love the background so much. I love that you can see what I painted in the very beginning. So the only product that I used that was not from Colourarte was the white, which was from Lorez. It's Angel White. Everything else except for the rhinestones was all from Colourarte. Either Primary Elements, Diamond Galaxy, Rezinarte. I think I got them all in there. And the moon rocks. So thanks guys for joining me on this. Man, I'm getting such flashes. Hang on. Maybe if I back up and then zoom in. There you go. Oops, I'm knocking shit over. Okay. So there she is. Such a beautiful soul. Thanks guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Come join me on our Facebook group, United We Pour, with Tammy and Lisa. And I will see you soon on the next journey. Bye now.